Hello, Jasmine. How you doing?
Fine.
Well, good.
Okay.
How are you, Mr. Steve?
How are you, Mr. Stewart?
I'm doing good. Doing very good. Thank you.
Steve. I'm sorry.
Steve, yes. Oh, I'm doing good. Doing good, Jasmine. How about yourself?
So.
So? Okay.
Is it the first time?
Oh, is it the first time you've been here?
Oh, it sure is. I've only been out of the United States one other time, and that's to Mexico. And this is my first time out of the United States, and I've really enjoyed being in Indonesia, and it's very pretty over here. People are very friendly. Your mother took care of me while I was sick, and I really appreciate that. And your dad's been teaching me real good at the plant, and we all appreciate that, and we've really enjoyed being here.
Okay, that's cool.
How do you describe
I don't know if it's
liquid
still-
allergy? What is your impression?
Oh, well, how long you been here?
I've been here about close to 2 weeks now,
Oh,
right at 2 weeks.
so as long as you're here, what's the impression that you get from Energy Badak?
It is a very clean plant. It's looks like a safe plant. They like to take care of the environment, and they work hard at that.
So, is there any difference between Energy Badak and Freeport in USA?
Freeport really is just being built. It hadn't even started running yet. So it's going to be a brand new plant. Y'all's plant is an older plant. We will have some newer designs and some newer processes that hopefully we can make LNG at a more efficient rate and maybe take care of the environment better too with the newer technology.
So Energy Badak, you think Energy Badak is a good company or something?
Oh yes, very good company. I mean, you can tell the pride the people have that work here. They really like being here. It's a privilege for them to work for this company and live in this base here they have. And it looks like the company really takes care of their people. That's very good.
Yeah, we do. And
What is culture in USA?
so, in USA, what's the culture there?
Culture.
The culture in
culture?
USA? Can you describe it for us?
It's a little bit more, I guess I would say, loose type culture. It's we have more freedoms to do different things. We're not as governed close as y'all are, that I can tell, and I like it in the United States, but it has been very, very nice here too. It's been a privilege to come over here and visit with y'all.
It's been a privilege.
What's up, man?
What about education system?
Oh, have you visited school here or something? Have you visited school?
About what?
Have you visited school in Bontang City?
Yes, we've been to Bontang. We've ate there several times. The food has been very good. The food here they prepared is very good, and some of it we're not used to, but the taste is very good. It's a different type of food than we eat, but it is good. But I am ready to go back home and eat some Mexican food. I will tell you that.
Request miss your home here.
So you're feeling homesick right now?
Yes, I'm starting to get homesick. We're leaving Saturday to go back, and my wife is ready to see me, and my kids and my grandkids are been missing me, and I've been missing them, and we're ready to see each other again.
Okay. Sweet.
So you're gonna celebrate, what was got the. What is the end of the November? You got the.
Oh, Thanksgiving.
Thanksgiving.
Yes, next week is Thanksgiving,
And
and it's a celebration of in America when some Indians and Pilgrims came together, and they had a big feast, and we carried that tradition on through the years. So we always have turkey and ham and dressing and potatoes. It's very good.
So, do all your relatives come to
Yes.
your house?
Yes, all our relatives come together. It's almost a bigger thing as Christmas, and people come all together, and we have a big meal and visit with each other and have a good time.
So, what's your favorite holiday?
My favorite holiday is Christmas.
Christmas.
How many days when you got the Christmas holiday?
Christmas holiday is usually 2 days, Christmas Eve and then Christmas Day. And it's a religious holiday that we honor that when Jesus Christ was born. And that is very special to a lot of Americans.
I see.
So, do you get up early in the morning and go to the church, and after that go back to your house and celebrate that feast?
Yes, usually Christmas Eve we will get together and open up gifts, and we give each other presents, gifts, and then Christmas morning we usually go to church and pray and celebrate the birth of Jesus, and then we come back home and we have more food and fun and just family time, get together.
So, is Christmas the biggest holiday in USA? Christmas, is it the biggest holiday in USA?
I would think so. I think it is. We usually we celebrate about 10 holidays a year that we get vacation for. But Christmas is probably the biggest one, and then Thanksgiving.
What's
And
July?
then you have, July the 4th, Independence Day, and several other holidays. But to me, Christmas is the most important one.
Is it snowy in Texas whenever it's Christmas?
The what?
Is it
Snowy.
snowy?
Most of the places in the United States it is. Where we live up close to the coast, I'm 58 years old, and it snowed one time since I was born on Christmas.
Not like in the movie.
Oh yeah,
Just one.
but it's usually a cold time of the year. But where we live, we're real, like y'all do, real close to the coast, and it doesn't get real cold there most of the time. Sometimes it does.
Yeah.
So, what's your favorite jingle? In Christmas, they have songs.
Oh, my favorite,
Holy night.
I guess, Holy Night.
Oh my.
And Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer.
Oh, yeah.
You know that one?
Is the church far from your house?
No, we have a church maybe a quarter of a kilometer from my house, real close.
Oh.
We can walk to it if we
Okay,
want to.
just walk there.
So, what the plant site? The plant site, is it far from your house?
No, it's not. It's probably maybe 10 kilometers from my house. Not that far.
When will it be started?
It's supposed to start up in February of 2019. They ran into a little trouble and it's pushed it back, so we're supposed to start up on February of 2019.
So there's no specific date there? Specific date in February?
No, they haven't put a specific date. They're still too far out for that.
What's your previous job?
Oh, what's your previous job?
My perfect job would be I enjoy what I'm doing now, but if I had the perfect job would be, I guess, taking people hunting. I really enjoy to hunt. That's my favorite sport. We hunt deer, hogs.
Oh, hunting.
Hunting, yes.
Oh, yeah.
And for the last 20 years, I've taken kids from the age of 9 to 17 on youth hunts all over the state. I've probably taken them on like over 80 different hunts. And it's all weekend hunting. They get to go to private ranches that usually charge a whole lot of money, and the landowners open up their gates and let us come in, and the kids get to go hunting, and they really have fun.
Good time. They have a good time.
Oh yes, very good time.
Yeah.
Very good time.
So before, what's your job now actually?
I'm an operator. I'm a board operator.
Before you became an operator, what's your job before?
Well, I worked for BASF Corporation as a chemical company for 27 years, and then I retired from them. I was operator there too. I retired from them, and then I started to work for Freeport LNG.
Is it easy to get a job in the USA?
It depends on what kind of job it is, but yeah, if you're willing to work, you can find a job.
I mean, you just transfer from the BASF and then to the Freeport. Something like that. American first or immigrant later?
I don't think it was. Right now, it's hard for immigrants to get a work visa to come over there, but they were looking for experienced people. Is what they were looking for, people with a lot of years of experience.
So they consider for the experience.
So that's what it was. And so I thought, if I'm going to continue to work, why not draw my pension from my other company and still work for this one and make more money? So that's why I decided to do that. Plus, Freeport LNG is real good to their people, like PT Badak.
Yeah.
They really take care of their people good.
For the facility, the health, the insurance, the salary.
Yeah, salary. They have a real good salary. They help us on the insurance. The housing, they don't have housing.
Oh, they don't provide any housing.
No, we buy our own housing.
Oh.
But they compensate that with the money that they pay us. So.
Is it Freeport far from your house or no? Freeport company, is it far from your house?
No, it's maybe 10 miles.
10 miles. How many kilos?
I'm not sure. It's probably like from here to the other side of Bontang.
Oh, just outside. Just go downtown.
About like from here to the fish market.
Oh, yeah.
Something like that. Not that far.
So the line that say that American dreams, is it real?
American dream?
Huh?
Yes, it's. I'm living the American dream. I really am. I've been blessed with good jobs all my life. I have a very wonderful family. My dad's still alive. He's 88 years old. He still mows the yard, get out and work. I'm in the process of buying 35 acres in the hill country, so when I retire, I can move up there and live on that and hunt and have a place for my kids when I pass that they can have.
So, on the politics there, the new president, is it better than the other last
Yes,
one?
I think he's a lot better. Sometimes he says things before he thinks, kind of puts his foot in his mouth, but he is for the American people. He's going to do what he thinks is best for us instead of just trying to make everybody happy. He has a lot of enemies in the United States just because they didn't want him to win the election, but he did. And he gets up very early in the morning. He stays up late at night. He works all the time trying to help make America great again.
Make America great again.
Make America great again. Go Donald J.
So, after the experience that you have here, will you visit us again?
I didn't hear you.
After you visit Indonesia
Uh-huh.
right now, will you consider to visit us again?
Will I come over here again?
Yeah.
I would like to. I'd like to come over here, maybe go to
Bali.
Bali. I saw it real pretty. I'd like to see that. It's a very long plane flight, though. It's about 26 hours in the air, so it's a very long plane flight. All the way around the world.
So, the flight that you got in, is it Qatar Airways? Qatar Airways.
Yes, Qatar.
Is it a good flight?
Oh, yes. We had business class, so we lay down in them, had a little bed in there, your seat rolls back, and they bring and put you a little napkin on your chest and put the, oh yeah, they treat you like a king on there. Have your own little TV in front of you. It's nice.
That's cool.
I saw.
So, you have 3 kids? 2?
2 kids.
Oh, 2 kids.
Sure do.
One boy and a girl?
One boy and a girl. The boy's older. My daughter's 16 months younger than him. And my daughter has 2 kids, a boy and a girl. And my son has one on the way.
They're leaving you
Yes.
already.
Oh yeah, they're on their own.
Oh.
My daughter lives in Oklahoma. Her husband's a Marine in the military. And he goes all over the place. And they might be going to Hawaii next for his home base. And that maybe be nice so I can go visit them in Hawaii. Get to see Hawaii.
Honolulu.
Oh yeah.
Not Vegas.
And my son, he works for Dow Chemical right there. It's real close to the house. So he's an operator at Dow Chemical.
It's like a BASF. Like a BASF
Yes,
company.
it's like BASF. It's probably the 2nd largest chemical company in the world. Dow is.
So your hobby is hunting?
Yes.
Do you have another hobby, perhaps? Another hobby, perhaps?
Hunting.
You got another hobby?
Oh, another hobby.
Yeah.
Yes, I like to fish.
Fishing.
You fish. I love to fish. I like. I have a dog that I like to walk, and I like watching the Houston Astros. They won the World Series this year. Baseball team.
Oh, baseball. Texas. Texas baseball.
Yes, I really like the baseball. Hit the ball with the bat. It's very fun. And we won. We were number 1 this year. Go Stros.
Do you like reading, perhaps?
Yes, I like reading. I like watching the internet, looking on the internet. I like TV, do a little TV. But I'm mainly out busy working in the yard or building something or doing something like that. Shooting my bow and arrow in the backyard. I love to bow hunt. Shoot them with a bow and arrow.
Oh, archery.
Archery.
Oh, Robin
Yes.
Hood.
It's very fun.
When you hunt, you use the archer? You use the bow and the
Yes. Bow and arrow.
Really?
Yes.
Not the shotgun or something?
I do. I use shotgun too. I like to dove hunt. We shoot a lot of doves, birds, and I shoot deer with rifles too. But my passion is bow hunting because you have to sneak up on them within like 10 yards, 10 to 15 yards, and you have to be real quiet and you have to draw your bow back all the way like this without them seeing you. Because if they see you, they're gone. So you have to be real stealthy. You have to be quiet. You can't even move anything. You're sitting there waiting on them. And then you have to watch and make sure none of their eyes are looking at you when you draw back because they'll see you and take off. So it's very hard, and I enjoy it because of the challenge.
I see. So, have you shopped here? I mean,
Yes, I did go shopping. I bought my kids and wife some wooden bowls that made out of Olin.
wooden.
Yes, the wood, very pretty wood. And then some homemade forks and spoons out of Olin. And I got my granddaughter a purse with beads all over it, a pink purse, had beads. And I also got her little princess book So I think she would very like that.
So how many hours from Houston Airport to your house?
It's about an hour and a half drive from Houston Airport to my house, where I'll be landing.
And will your wife come to pick you up?
No, actually,
shuttle bus?
Freeport LNG,
Oh,
they got us a chauffeur and a limousine to pick us up at the airport and take us home.
oh, so you transfer to the Freeport's airport.
Right.
Oh,
They pick me up, take me home right to my driveway. This company's good, very good.
it has their own airplanes, Freeport's.
No. It's not their own airplanes. It's a
Shuttle bus.
chauffeur, shuttle.
Oh,
He drives a limousine. He's waiting at the airport for you with a name. And he'll say, Steve, and I come up to him and he grabs my bags and off we go.
And then drop off to your house.
Yes, drive me home.
Yeah, that's good.
Very nice. Treat you very good.
Business class.
Oh yeah,
Plane was it?
can't beat that, can you? Well, Michael Smith takes care of his boys.
Yeah.
He's the owner of the company.
So you work 10 hours a day? 10 hours a day you work?
No, usually we work 12 hours a day. And we work a schedule where you actually work like half a year, but you're working 12 hours a day. But right now we're working 10 hours a day during training, but once the plant starts up, we'll be working 12 hours a day.
It begins at 6.
It'd probably be 5 or 5:30 in the morning.
So it lands at 6. So, hello. So,
All right.
And then when will you have the holidays from Freeport?
For Christmas,
No, I mean during your working hours. So what days you have the off days?
well, it depends. We work
12 hours.
12 hours. So one week we might work Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday, and then we'll be off Friday and Saturday,
Oh, Friday, Saturday.
and then we'll work 2 days and be off 2 days, and then maybe work 6 days and then be off 7 days. We stagger like that.
Days off.
Yes, you're actually working half the year,
Oh,
but it's 12-hour days and it's staggered. We're going to be working a lot of overtime during the startup though. The other job I had, we were working close to 1,000 hours overtime a year, which is like if you work 8-hour days every weekend, work the whole year straight. A lot of time.
so you prefer your job now before your job then?
Oh yeah, much preferred.
So, what the payroll there? The payroll?
The pay is very good pay.
It's better than before?
Yes, it's better than before. Plus, I'm getting my pension from the company before. So
you got a double salary.
yes, double dipping they call it in the United States.
Wow.
Freeport, well, when will you retire?
I'm probably going to retire when I'm 65. I'm 58 now. And when I'm 65, the government will start paying for my insurance. See, insurance is very, very high in the United States. Like right now, if I wasn't working and had the better insurance for Freeport LNG, if I got insurance on my own for me and my wife, it's $12,000. Oh, it'd be about $14,000 US a year.
Oh, 14,000 a year.
$14,000 US
Oh,
a
it's
year.
huge.
$1,200 a month.
Yeah, huge.
A lot of money for insurance.
What will you do when you retire?
When I retire, I want to move up to the hill country where I'm buying that land right now, and it's a piece of property that my cousin's grandma had.
It's kind of a ranch.
Yes, it's a ranch, and I'll have deer where I can go hunting on it, and I can raise cattle.
Oh, you raise cattle.
Yes, and have a garden, and it's a very pretty place. It's up on a tall hill looking over a creek, a real pretty creek, which is like a river to y'all.
Oh, you got a river and then the
Yes,
ranch.
very pretty.
Yeah. Like Little House on the Prairie. You see that movie?
Yes,
Oh,
yes.
right.
It's,
It's marvelous.
this place is pretty thick. It's got a lot of trees, which
Yeah.
I like. And there's a lot of deer around there. And it's out in the country away from probably the closest grocery store is 20 miles. So it's away from town. And that's what I like. I like the peace and quiet. Not a lot of people.
Yeah.
So, where you live now, is it busy? Is it noisy? I mean,
Yes, it's in a town. It's a pretty town, but it is, I mean, you've got traffic all the time going. And where I'll be moving to, you might hear 8 or 10 cars a day, that's all, instead of people coming and going all the time.
it's like New York.
No, it's not like New York. It's probably about like here on the, living on this base here. It's about like that.
Bontang.
So, have you, so you've eaten in Julie's? Julie?
Have you eaten in the restaurant for the seafood?
Yes, yes.
A couple of days ago.
Yes, that was very good. Very good. They had crab, fish, coconut, prawn. Really like the fried prawn and fried chicken. It was very, very good. Very good restaurant.
So, in Texas, you have seafood there? In Texas?
Texas?
Do they have sea there? Sea?
Seafood?
Yeah?
Yes, yes, they do. See, we live real close to the coast too. So we have shrimp, fish, crabs, all that same kind of stuff. And we have a lot of beef and pork. A lot of beef. Texas is big for cattle. And a big old ribeye steak, about that thick. Woo-wee! Man, that's good.
The steak.
Very good.
Real steak.
It's an old saying in Texas, it's so good it make you want to slap your mama. Oh, it's very good. Yeah, I really like Mexican food. I don't know, y'all probably never tried Mexican food before, but it is very, very good. Spicy, very good Mexican food.
Nachos, tacos, like that?
Yes, yes. And enchiladas, and the tacos are very good. Homemade tacos, and they put ground meat, onions, lettuce, cheese. That's the first thing I'm going to do when I get home.
I get starving now.
And chips and hot sauce. Oh yeah.
That's cool. So, you have a pet in Texas?
Yes, I do.
A dog?
A dog.
Just one?
It's a Bavarian mountain hound. There's only a few in the United States. It came from Germany.
Shepherd? Germany Shepherd?
Hound?
Oh,
No,
hound.
it's
Oh,
a-
hound.
It's about this long, about this tall, and they were bred for hunting. Like if you shoot an animal and it was wounded, and you couldn't find it real quick,
Traced it.
yeah, he would track the wounded animal and take you to it. I'll show you a picture of it in a few minutes.
So you always bring, is it a he or a she?
It's a she.
So you always bring her on your hunting?
Yes,
That's cool.
sure do.
So when she tracked the hunt, is it she didn't eat it?
No, no. I'll give her a little piece of the meat for a reward, but she will go up to it, and I'll have her on a leash, long lead, and I'll walk behind her, and she trails the animals.
You hunt alone? You hunt alone?
Yes, a lot of times I do.
Alone? At night? At
Right.
night?
At night,
Or at noon?
we usually hunt from before daylight. We get there about an hour before the sun comes up, and we'll stay till stay till about 10 a.m. And then we come in and eat lunch, and then go back out about 2 and stay till dark. Sometimes if we're hog hunting, we'll hog hunt at night.
You got the was that the deer? You take it home and after that you roast it? Or?
Yes, I make my own sausage. I do my own process, and I cut my deer up, make my own sausage. I make jerky, summer sausage, hamburger meat. I make everything. I have a grinder, sausage stuffer. I have a smokehouse in the backyard where I smoke my meat.
So the deer, is it a doe or a he?
Doe or buck, it depends. Sometimes I shoot does, sometimes I shoot bucks. You have a license you have to buy, and you can get so many deer off with the license. And plus, the landowner will tell you what they want you to kill, either a doe or a buck.
So when you kill a buck, what happened to the
Horns.
yeah?
A lot of times I'll mount them on my wall.
Oh,
I'll get the whole deer mounted, yes, and hang them on the wall.
How much? How much deer have you killed?
How many?
Ooh.
Yeah, how many?
In my lifetime?
Yeah.
Many.
Ooh.
Hundreds.
I'd say 500.
Wow.
I usually kill about 10 deer a year. And then a bunch of hogs too.
500 deers.
So you hunt from teenage. You hunt from teenage year. Your teenager year.
Oh yes,
You
this
started
when I was
hunting,
a young kid. Very young. My dad would take me. I probably started hunting on my own when I was about 8 years old.
Whether a sniper or
Rifle and shotgun. Very young. That's Texas for you.
That's Texas. If we go there, is it a good? Do we have a good opportunity if we go there?
Oh, if would I have an opportunity to kill one?
what's that?
So my dad, does he have a good opportunity to work there?
If he wanted to go get a job in the United States, I'm sure he could. If he could get the visa to come over there, yeah, with his experience, I think he could get a good job.
Well, the education system there? The education system there, is it a good education?
Vacation?
The education.
Oh, education. Yes, it's very good. Very good. Some of the best in the world. Colleges are very expensive, though. Some colleges are $20,000-$30,000 a year to go to, American dollars.
How much money?
$20,000 to $30,000 a year, American money to go.
It's a lot.
It's money.
To get a 4-year education, you're talking about $100,000. Very, very expensive.
It depends on the faculty or something general for all the faculties.
Do what now?
If you go to the Texas University,
Yes.
is it different between medical faculty or economic faculty?
Yes, you can do. If you get accepted into the school, you can go into which study you want to go into. But it's very expensive. Very expensive.
So, beside Texas University, what kind of the famous university in Texas?
What other kind of universities?
Yeah.
Oh, there's colleges all over the place. Every town, every good-sized town has college. Now, the smaller junior colleges, where like a 2-year school, you can go to a lot cheaper.
Not cheaper?
A lot cheaper, maybe $2,000 a year.
It's a lot cheaper.
Oh yeah, a lot cheaper. But if you go to a 4-year school to get your diploma and a good degree, it's lots of money.
So you'll be heading home, right?
Sure will.
Sure will. 2 days
2 days.
from now. So, well, goodbye then.
Goodbye. I really enjoyed talking to you and your mom, and your dad's been teaching me. He's a very good teacher.
Yeah, we are really honored to have you here.
Oh, I'm glad y'all helped me out. Yeah. Let me get some pictures. I'll show you my family.
Okay,
All
thank
right.
you, sir.